Is it overly optimistic to believe that $1,000 a month will somehow change that dynamic in a dramatic way? Or are there other factors out there that you may have to consider if you're elected president? Cultural factors, family factors?
To me, again, the freedom dividend is just a foundation or a floor. It doesn't solve the problems. It's not a magic bullet. It does get the boot off of people's throats. It does help reverse the mindset of scarcity that is tearing us apart. Right now, if Americans can't pay their bills, which 78% of us are struggling to do, studies have shown that that constrains your mental bandwidth and has the functional impact of decreasing your IQ by 13 points, or 1 standard deviation. So if anyone watching this has this feeling that America's getting less rational, less reasonable, less optimistic, less forward-looking, we are, by the numbers, because that's what you'd expect if you were to introduce pervasive financial insecurity into a population. The freedom dividend helps reverse that mindset of scarcity with at least the beginning of a mindset of abundance, which will help us focus on climate change and other problems, but it does not solve everything. It will supercharge nonprofits and arts and cultural organizations, journalism, all of the things that we volunteer in our lives that right now the market ignores will actually have a much better chance to flourish with a freedom dividend. I am one of only 2 candidates in the field that 10% or more of Donald Trump voters say they would support in the general election. Think about that for a second. What is the #1 criteria that Democratic primary voters have for the nominee? Beating Donald Trump. That's right. And as one of only 2 candidates that's already drawing 10% or more of Donald Trump voters, I'm as sure a bet as there is in the field. Democrats around the country are waking up to the fact that if I'm the nominee, we win the whole thing in 2020. And as more Americans discover that, you're just going to see the poll numbers go up and up and up. So hopefully this gives you some indication as to how the anonymous entrepreneur has come out of nowhere to make not just every debate stage, but also we're going to make history in 2020. Anyone betting against this campaign is going to look very much in the wrong come February when the voting starts. Because even the polls that show us rising don't indicate the core strength of this campaign. Many, many people who are coming out for Andrew Yang don't have landlines, don't respond to pollsters, aren't registered Democrats. I can't tell you how many thousands of people around the country have contacted us saying they're switching their campaign, their party registration so they can vote for us. You underestimate this campaign to your own detriment, because at every stage we have overperformed, and that's just going to accelerate in the days to come.